he could be crucial.
Great chance! Superb goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's gone backward here. Pedro Neto. Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Caicedo.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And this is Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. Cristiano. And he shoots! He scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Arsenal grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Palmer. Gusto picks it up out wide. That is lovely. Fernandez gets a cross in. That has been knocked. Decent chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
João Pedro is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandez. That has been slung wide. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Caicedo. Now it's Neymar. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Arsenal really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Fernandez, he's had a shot! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Now it's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined. Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandez. Oh, good spread. Palmer, who does have an assist to his name. That's a cute ball. And he gets rid in a hurry.
The attendance
And
for this
Gusto.
match was 62,005.
Mbappe. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring...
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Fernandez.
Arsenal
Coming
take
on
the
to
lead.
replace him is
Yeah, I always felt this was
number
coming.
6.
There was a clear
Rodrigo
increase in
de
both
Paul.
intensity and
Substitutions
tempo.
taking
Now
place.
all they need is to try and maintain it.
And here's Fernandez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball driven towards the far post.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Substitution.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 18.
Well, it's a move of great
Junior.
promise, but will it really prove
Substitution in
productive?
progress.
And now they can clear their lines. Arsenal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Garnacho. Fernandez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
4 added
And it
minutes
had
has
to
been
be.
indicated.
Liam Delap must have made the worst possible choice there.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 13, Cristiano
Arsenal
Ronaldo.
making another change here.
Coming on to replace
Ronaldo
him
being
is
applauded off here,
number
having made
24,
a sizable
Palmer.
contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that.
And that will be the final act. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Neymar taking in the... So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy. Because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training. And it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
Looking to go deep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Now this could be a chance. Vinicius Junior! Oh, can he get onto this? That ball looks a good one. Shot could be on. There's the shot! In he goes again. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
After 22 minutes is number 18.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jensen.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's good running with the ball. He's tried one! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cleared away. It'll be a throw-in. Some really good ball movement.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he's whipped it across. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Added time.
Upamecano kept... And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Taken back almost at once. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
After 54 minutes is number 8, Jensen. Jensen. Jensen.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Jensen. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out wide.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Pinnock.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vinicius Junior. And this is Ronaldo. Jensen. Can he spark a counter here? Tries to pass it through. Quality ball. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, this looks sharp.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing. A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And as you can see, we've already started here.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery, the defence though, he's through, it's Wadley! And he's there to get it away. Can he get it through? And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there, not that it'll make him feel...
There's the shot! And it's a goal! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Eva Nielsen is in third place in the scoring charts. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Eva Nielsen. Well read, nice interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's another throw. And here's Adley. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Scott did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Jimenez. Nicely weighted ball. Jimenez with the cross. Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar.
There will be 1
And it's
minute added
Batistuta.
time.
That looks a cracking ball. That's a shade optimistic. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he is going into that little black book. Hangs one in. That's a goal kick. Vardiol. Batistuta. It's a really well-measured ball. Fired deep towards the back post.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
So it's going to be another corner. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Neymar, looking to play him in. And Batistuta!
The attendance for this match was 60,000.
That was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself,
Substitutions
but
taking
not
place.
the expected outcome.
Arsenal have their third corner. Not a lot we need to say about that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, time's running out for the host to get something out of this. You can sense the frustration and impatience.
Alexander-Arnold.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That's a look and place it forward. And it's Neymar. Now it's Batistuta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Senesi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
He's picked his... And he's had a hit! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Number 24, Palmer. Number 26, Eduardo Camavinga. Substitution in progress.
That's really well manoeuvred. Christie.
There will be
And it's
5 minutes
Tavernier.
added time.
Now it's Evan Nielsen. Now it's Brooks. Camavinga kept aware. and it is reclaimed easily. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And that will be it. Arsenal came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. He's in a great position here. Wolverhampton have a free kick. Quickly taken. Out of play for a goal kick. Played towards the other side. Vardio. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Batistuta. Batistuta purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Wolverhampton deciding to turn to the long ball now, that is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Looking for the run, and that's a good ball. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Batistuta. Doherty. Gomez. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents.
Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gomez. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Gomez. Big chance, must be! He's having a shot! He has done it! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Wolverhampton have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Chance, surely! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Batistuta has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Field is number 27, substitution.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and as their most significant attacker, he isn't about to receive any generous invitations. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's made its way to him. He is through here. Now, who's going to be first to this?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, number 8, João Gomez. Coming on the field, number 11, Wang Hee-chan. Number
Arsenal
50,
are making a
substitution in
change.
progress.
After this, just one opportunity to do so. Arsenal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Now it's Wang Hee-chan. Nicely aimed pass. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Hops for safety.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Doherty, no unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's it. So it's a quick trip back to the drawing board, and looking at the manager's face, his plan clearly failed to materialise as he intended. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly...
Judge, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ekitike actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has been cleared. That's the throw. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rudiger. Oh, can he get onto this? Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Gravenberg. Ekitike. Szoboszlai. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Szoboszlai. Cleared without hesitation. And it's hoisted clear. Backward it goes. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Wirtz. Szoboszlai. Alexander-Arnold. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Wirtz. Looking for options for movement. And this is Hazard. Neymar. Messi! He's missed, but not by that far. Fernandes. Now it's Wirtz. And it's Kerkez. And the shot's on here. And the finish! Neither side giving way. It has been tight. That has been cut short. Yamal. That is ended up in no man's land. Wirtz. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now, and he shoots! Deftly away. And again the keeper stands strong.
Ekitike really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
They've played it short. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
For the second.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Tries a shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vardiol. And it's Rudiger. And Upamecano. Yamal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Konate. Gravenberg. Ekitike. And it's Wirtz. Some really good ball movement. Alexander-Arnold. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Kerkez gets across to intercept that. Van Dijk.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Driving forward.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lovely pass. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field, number 24, Palmer. Number 10, Mbappe.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Mbappe with the foul.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 5, Fernandez. Coming on to replace him is number 6, Rodrigo de Paul. Substitution.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Upamecano. Goes looking wide. Mbappe. Nice looking ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Plays it across. Van Dijk can get it clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. Palmer is having a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.